We've got some more new stages in this 11th anniversary events for me to beat, so let's move on to the next event. Today we're going into the Supreme Magnificent Battle version now. We're going to be going into that today. Obviously we've already done the Red Zone version of the stages, and so they did a Universal Survival Saga version of it for the Supreme Magnificent Battle, and that is the other side of it today. And this is also a temporary event, also very annoying that they do that, but gonna have to take care of the other side of it today, and going to do the first stage of it today is versus the Fighters of Universe 7, as they call it. It's a 3-stage event, and yeah, we're just gonna be doing the same thing I did the other day. We're gonna be going through the event and how to beat it, and we're just gonna be beating it no item today. I did want to beat the Universal Survival Saga mission with it, but I just don't have the units for it. Like, obviously Tech UI Goku, he's a dodge canceling fight, so Tech UI Goku wouldn't be good. But like, I don't have, who even am I missing? I actually don't know who I would be missing from that team, but I was not able to beat this mission. Like, I wasn't even able to get like close with it. So I, like, with the last phase being dodge canceling is the biggest thing that makes that annoying. So I really honestly don't know how, like, what team I would use, or if I would even be able to beat the Universal Survivor Saga mission. But I tried it for a while and I wasn't able to beat it, so we just ended up beating it no item today, and that's what we're gonna stick with when we do this video. All right, yeah, before I get into the breakdown, make sure you like and subscribe. 97% of you are not subscribed to this channel, so do that. And yeah, let's get into the breakdown. This is the team we're gonna be running. I'll show this on screen for a little bit and just, I guess, show this. I like running this Diamond Goku for this event because the last phase is physical, and they also don't have very much health, so you can kind of blitz through it. The physical UI Goku, like I said, he is dodge canceling, so it does kind of suck to bring him, but you can just switch him into Vegeta come to that last phase, and your Vegeta will be able to live completely fine with that. Same thing with Future Gohan. I just kept him as Future Gohan. I didn't revive with him as Trunks until that last phase when we had to die with him, and then he was off rotation by the time we killed, so it didn't even matter running the Trunks. And then, as obviously STR Goku can cancel dodge canceling for himself and himself only. Okay, perfect. I was having a little bit of audio issues there and I had to figure it out, but we got it working now. We're all good. But yeah, going into this event, I'm gonna pull up, I have actually this stuff pulled up on my phone now, so I don't have to click off, and I can see if I accidentally click away to cut anything out. But going into this first phase, like I said, this is a 3-phase fight, so it's only, like, it's not gonna be that long of a fight. But we do have this first phase of Krillin and 18, and they're very interesting. They're not very tanky at all. Like, they don't have a lot of health. They actually have the exact same amount of health as the second phase as well. The next phase we'll get into is Master Roshi and Tien. They have the exact same health at their, let's see, 200 million. So not that much. They have 70% damage reduction, so it's decent. They attack 8 times per turn, which I'm looking at right now. They do also have a melee super attack, so if you want, Omega is good for this. He can counter their super attack, which is actually weird because they use a Ki Blast in it. So I don't know why they're saying that that's like a fist super attack, or an unarmed, I think is the name of it. It's weird that they're calling it unarmed. It very clearly has a Ki Blast in it with them bouncing it back and forth. But it's a pretty normal event, you know. You can actually seal them, it looks like. So if you really do want, you can seal them, which I guess goes in line with their big mechanic, is they can super 3 times in 1 turn. And their super doesn't hit that hard. We're looking at, what, 4.4 million? That's not that hard at all. A lot of these guys can tank that raw. Like, Diamond Goku could sit in slot 1 and be able to tank that fine. Like, I think our SSJ4 Vegeta there, he tanked that post-super or even pre-super. He probably would have taken some damage pre-super. Let me actually check that. I'm pretty sure that was post-super from him. He didn't take oh no, he did take a super attack pre-super. So, like, yeah, pre-super, this Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, full damage reduction, only took 200k, and he had not stacked up at all, which he's very vulnerable on his first turn, so that's kind of saying something with that. I'll skip back ahead to where we were with Diamond Goku and Future Gohan attacking. So yeah, they do not have that much health. As you can see, they're already going down pretty quick. But they can super attack 3 times per turn, but it's not very likely that they'll super attack. They have, looking at a 1.47% chance of super attacking, like, each turn, because how that works is that percent procs every single attack they do. So, like, they have a 1.47% chance of doing a super attack in each one of those spots, and it's gonna proc eventually, and it has to proc, I think, at least once is what it'll end up being. So one of them is going to end up procking, and the rest of them will proc. So, like, that one didn't proc there. And I think we might get a double super here after this UI Goku, if I remember correctly. I think he gets supered twice after this. So they can super up to 3 times in turn. So it does allow you to seal for that reason. So you can seal them so you don't have to deal with their super attacks, but they're not hitting that hard, and it's not that scary of a super attack. So I really wouldn't be too worried about it. But if you want to bring a sealer specifically for them, go ahead. But I want to wait for this UI Goku to finish attacking, and then we can move on to the Master Roshi and Tien phase and start talking about them a little bit. But I think, let's see, do we get a double superhero? Okay, no, they don't super. So, okay, we'll finish this turn and see how many times they super then, because they haven't supered at all in this turn, and they supered only once the last turn. So we have this Goku. Like I said, he's going to be fine with this super attack sitting in slot 1 anyway. All right, yeah, here's one. He's going to be, this Goku would be fine sitting in slot 1 against these guys. Like, obviously UI Goku can dodge, but like that's really his thing. He's going to dodge, so if he doesn't dodge, he's fine. This guy, obviously, he would have to dodge. Future Gohan can take it in first slot, or like whoever else you want to run. Kai Goku, I don't know if he'd be able to take it first slot, but he probably would be able to take it after he supers. But okay, we ended up killing here anyway. I think it was one of my other runs, because like I said, I did a lot of runs against these guys with the Tournament of Power team, but then also with this team. So I'm not surprised that we were, or like that maybe that didn't happen in this run. I think I got double supered in a different run. But they can super up to 3 times in that turn. So that's the big thing with them. But all right, let's move into this Master Roshi and Tien phase now. We're going to be going into them. This isn't as scary of a phase because this is one that's a little bit predictable. As you can see in that first slot there, that little 1 attack down there, that's guaranteed to be a super every single time. We're going to do it right now. Super attack, guaranteed to be a super every single time in slot 0. It's always going to be there because as you can see here, it's going to stun. So it's a guaranteed slot 0 stun super. So the only way for you to avoid that is if you're going to dodge it. And obviously that runs the risk of you missing a dodge. But as you can see, people like people like STR Goku there can sit in that first slot and tank it. So if you really want to, just throw your SSJ4 Goku in that slot and he's going to tank the super attack every time, but he just won't be able to do damage himself. But with my strategy with this fight is I throw him in front of it, and then as you saw in the middle slot with that Vegeta there, he's just going to sit there and tank, or sit there and stack. So I'm letting Vegeta stack up a little bit to prepare for that last phase so that he has enough defense to take any of the normals coming from the Gohan and Piccolo, because they're going to be physical, and they also are just going to hit very hard. So I'm letting Vegeta stack up a little bit, I'm letting Kai Goku stack up a little bit, and then just letting STR Goku take the hits. And I believe on this rotation, I try to let UI Goku dodge it so that I'm able to get damage off, and I do want to just like do attacks with the STR Goku. So I'm pretty sure I was going to say, I let UI Goku take these, or let him dodge them, because I trust him, you know, I trust him somewhat. So I'm able to get 24 ki with STR Goku to do damage, and then we're able to have Future Gohan there still. So what you also want to do with Future Gohan is towards the end of this phase, you're going to want to float him off so that he comes as late into the Gohan and Piccolo fight as you can. And we'll kind of also talk about that, the Gohan and Piccolo phase. You're gonna want to have his revive up for the 3rd turn of the Gohan and Piccolo fight, if you can. You don't need to, because you can still dodge the attack if you have like these, or actually no, you can't dodge. I forget what, or no, I ended up dodging it with STR Goku is what I did. But that final phase has a countdown super. I'll just say that for now. He has a countdown super that's guaranteed to happen on turn 3. So if you save the revive for that turn 3, and if you get Gohan on that turn 3, then you can have that revive up for when you die, and then I think it will take another 2 turns for Gohan and Piccolo to super again. So you really just need to dodge that super on turn 3, but getting Gohan and Piccolo floated off as soon as possible is really what you want to do with this fight, so that he comes into Gohan, or on this phase, you want to float Future Gohan off for the Gohan and Piccolo phase, so they can be there as late as possible. But okay, yeah, I don't really think there's much else to talk about for this Master Roshi and Tien phase, other than that slot 0, guaranteed to stun super. You want to watch out for that, use your dodging units, or just use your tanky units. See, the Future Gohan's able to live that. Use your tanky units to be able to tank it for that, because that's what we're going to do right here. I'm just going to let Super Saiyan 4 Goku tank it. I'm giving him the orbs kind of for no reason. And then we're going to let Vegeta in the middle stack up. That's really what I wanted to do, is let him stack up so he can take the normals from the final phase, because he will be type disadvantage. And since you can't dodge, the Int Goku won't be able to dodge anything, so you might have to stay into Vegeta if you're able to get enough Rainbow Orbs with him. Or if you just, like, you might need to live, because, you know, if the Goku doesn't get as many orbs as he needs to do all his super attacks for his damage reduction, then you might be screwed because you just can't dodge him. But there's really nothing else to talk about with this guy. He can have his defense lowered, I guess. That's really it. But otherwise, yeah, his super is a big step up, so it is hitting harder than the first phase, but not hard enough to one-shot most of these strong units. And then obviously, yeah, it's slot 0, only 1 per turn, and it's going to guaranteed stun you. But it is a Ki Blast super attack. That's what I wanted to mention. It's a Ki Blast super attack. So, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Tech Daima Goku, whichever like Ki Blast Super Attack guy you want to use, Gamma 2, you can use him in that phase, as well as Gamma 1 in that first phase for the unarmed super attack. But that really wraps it up for that phase. As we perfectly get into the Gohan and Piccolo phase as well, let's just start talking about that. So yeah, as I said, this Gohan and Piccolo phase, they are a step up in health from the rest of them. Like I said, the other two had the exact same health. He is less damage reduction, higher defense. It's the usual boss things that you're gonna have. But he, like I said, does have this countdown super. And his normals hit pretty hard. His normals are hitting like 6.6 mil per normal. So that's pretty hard for a normal. That's harder than the 2 previous super attacks we were getting hit by. So that's already kind of a scary thing to have, but most of these guys are going to be able to tank it if they are built up, and that's why the stackers, like I said, I wanted to get stacks with them during their early phases so that he was able to take the normals during this phase. Same thing with if you run like the 8th years, you're going to want to get stacks with them and make sure they're able to live with that, so that they can take these normals. But I believe the STR 8th years will die in this phase to normals, unless maybe they're rainbowed. Mine aren't rainbowed, but they died to normals in this phase at least once. I remember like directly them just dying. But yeah, let's just get into this countdown super. I think he's gonna do one of his countdowns. Okay, yeah, so he does that once per turn, so that's our first turn with him. This turn he's gonna do it again. He's gonna have the exact same thing of his last attack is gonna be a countdown thing there in that third slot with Future Gohan. It's going to be a countdown super. This was a debate in my head. I didn't know what to do because I honestly don't know why I did this. I should have just thrown STR Goku in slot 1 and then like just thrown the Int Vegeta in the second slot and had him take 1 normal. I think I just kind of got greedy and wanted to get more stacks with Vegeta, but I don't know why I did this. I honestly don't. I could have just saved Gohan's Revive, but it really wouldn't have mattered at the end. I just think we would have never gotten Gohan's Revive, but I know I end up getting Gohan's Revive this turn. But going back to what I was saying with the fight, his third slot there is going to be a countdown, and then next turn, it'll be our 3rd turn on this fight, it is going to be a guaranteed super attack. So it'll be, yeah, and it's going to be in slot 0 again. So we're going to have another, point, there we go, as he's reviving, obviously. We're going to have another slot 0 super attack that's going to happen on this coming turn right now. And it is going to be that countdown super. It's going to hit you for, let's look at 19 million, damn near 20 million super attacks. So that is definitely going to be a kill, but it is another Ki Blast super attack. So once again, Tech Daima Goku, AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, very good options for this fight, and honestly one that I think I should have brought had I looked at this beforehand and realized how many Ki Blast super attacks there were, being the last 2 phases. But they are Ki Blast super attacks, so you are able to counter those if you want to with those units. This, obviously, as you can see, I'm using the Goku active skill, and this is where I decide to just sit in the middle, or sit in the beginning slot with my STR Goku and have him dodge it. But the thing with this event is he does not have that much health. As you can see, we're whittling him down pretty quickly with all these active skills. He does not have a lot of health. So really, once you get to this like 2nd or 3rd turn, I would say, once you're on him, you can start popping active skills and using all of these like high damaging attacks to try and kill him. Like, I'm keeping STR Goku on this rotation just kind of for the next rotation coming around. Like, if I need to throw STR Goku in slot 1, I can. But yeah, here's the big boy super, and we're gonna dodge it, which is like a prayer. Thank God. If he didn't dodge it, we were just dead. So yeah, that is a 20 million super attack that is going to nuke you into oblivion. But other than that, it's not doing anything besides his, I guess I haven't talked about it. It was literally gonna be the first thing I talked about. His disabling dodge is like the most annoying thing apart about this fight. So you're not able to bring most of your UI Gokus. Like I said, physical UI, he is able to bring into this fight because he can switch into Vegeta, but AGL MUI, no. Like Int UI, the new Super EZA, no. STR UI, Tech UI, if you want to bring them, they're going to die. They can't take normals even with items up. Like, they will not be able to take normals, and why I think the Universal Survival Saga mission is so difficult. But I haven't attempted it yet, so I don't know. Or like, I have attempted it, but I wasn't able to beat it. I don't know how people would beat it without like without dodging units, but they dodge cancel, so you can't really do anything about it. But yeah, I guess that kind of wraps up anything that I need to talk about for this fight. We've just kind of been going through with these big damage units after, like I said, I've used all my active skills with them to get big damage, and we're going to show the health here. We've dropped him down like 4 things of health. So like now, this is another one that I guess the next part of it is after that slot 0 super attack. I'm pretty sure this would be another, because I think this it might be because of the revive, or the other one was because of the revive, but there might be some finicky stuff with this revive, but I'm pretty sure that it's literally just 2 countdown turns, and then he immediately supers, and then I think it's just gonna go back to normal, where this would be like another countdown turn. I'm literally looking at Dokkan Info, the website, and it's still like kind of hard to tell. But like he was still able to, we were still able to kill him before he had that super, but those 2 attacks would have been, I think just a normal attack and then another countdown, and then we would have been brought back. Or I think it would have been a super actually, because the other one was at 1. So it probably would have been a super attack and we would have just ended up dying anyway. But all right, yeah, there it is. No item done. We got it. We're gonna claim the mission real quick. All right, perfect. Yeah, we got the no item done, got it all done, showed it on camera. I explained all the fights, every gimmicks about it, all the nooks and crannies you need to watch out for. All right, yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If you stayed all the way to the end, I think I love you. Make sure you like and subscribe. Once again, let me know how you're feeling about the new video format. I do like this kind of talking head type of thing and explaining what each event does. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.